going, I do have to take my son to his friend's house at the top of the hour. So don't
Okay.
mind if I duck out around that time.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, especially as we're growing and we're getting more masters, more visionaries in our cohort, like I want to know what everyone is doing and the missions, what drives you, like what really gets you up in the morning, and what are you doing? What kind of support do you need? So especially as we're getting all plugged in and collaborating with each other, I'm I'm really excited about what everyone is doing. And for myself, I've been an artist since I was 7 years old and have always loved storytelling. And through the years, I've discovered storytelling as interwoven with our actual lives, which I know is something that, especially as working with the Healing Garden, it becomes incredibly obvious that people are missing in their lives. One example is like when we go and see movies and shows and play video games, and we think of these characters as someone other than ourselves, right? Why is it that when we go and we see them, that we're inspired, that we connect with these characters, that we empathize with them, that we feel as them, that we feel as if we are them? It's because we are them. And so in terms of creativity, it's again limited in people's minds to these skills of drawing and painting that either some people have it or some people don't, which is a total lie, which is totally what's been told to us, what's been taken away from people, or rather what people have surrendered and needs to be brought back. And
Yeah.
not only is it these skills that allow us to tap into creativity, but more largely, it's the way that we craft our lives. It's the ways that we craft our moving through reality and being able to flourish and define the ways that we move through reality. So that is what inspires me. That's my life's work. And that's what Quantum Keyhole is all about. That's why I got it tattooed on my skin here. So that's what inspires me. And any ways that I can make this vision a reality in the world. And so inspired working with the Healing Garden and all of the tools that we have, all that's being built that really facilitates this mission. I'm just incredibly grateful. And how we can collaborate with each other. How can I help make your vision a reality? How could you help make my vision a reality? How can we all work together to compound the effects that we can have with the most ease, the most intelligence, the most flourish, right?
Sanjay, what, if you want to share, if you're comfortable sharing, I invite you to express your mission, your vision, anything you'd like, whatever you want to use this space for, it's yours. And if you're not comfortable, let us know and I'll talk.
Yeah, it's related to like of how we can empower each other through love by sharing the common interest. You can say shared interest, shared passions for creativity to bring people together, to have that kind of aura, to understand this matrix system, to know what is truth, how it works. It's the main thing which I like to, you can say, manifest. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, we do a lot of work with that as well. Yeah. One of the things that he mentioned, the facilitating, is when I was going through the work I was doing, one of the things I noticed was how much everyone seemed to be stuck. That was it. That was the theme. Everyone seemed to be stuck. You're either stuck at that not getting out the door, you're stuck at not even knowing who you are, you're stuck in a job. And when I looked at all the common denominators of why we're stuck, one of the things that came over that was just really a solid, this is why we're stuck, is for a lack of resources, for a lack of knowledge, and a lack of direction. And that's it, over and over again. Those were the three common denominators. Either people did not have what they needed, or people did not know how to do, or people did not have at all a direction to head. And when I built the Healing Garden and then Pando, it was with those three things mandatory, so that the resources, the knowledge, and the direction all come together, and they're just here you are. It's everything you need. It's all of the resources you need. And if we don't have it, somebody does. And it's facilitating, bridging the gap between people in a network so that we're actually taking action and propelling it forward with physics. And then it's using knowledge and something I call nutritional knowledge. So there's toxic information, which is actually illogic, lie, and misinformation that literally robs us of our resources. I'm going to use an example. This is a great example. When I was building my businesses, I had all these people, 20 years of business science, and everyone kept telling me, you need sales, you need sales, you need sales. The right word is you need to fill your calendar. And it took me 20 years to find one man to say, you need to fill your calendar. And I went, oh. And I looked at all of the professionals, quote unquote, who advised me incorrectly. And some of them downright lied, some of them distracted. It was all about sales and money. And that's a consequence, that's a symptom. And our inability, our lack of knowledge of chain reaction science is a huge part of this problem. Is if you don't know the order of operations, if you don't know basic math, if you don't understand that everything is a symptom with one catalyst, and if you can't find this one catalyst, you're going nowhere. And this pandemic is saturated in mathematicians, teachers, psychologists, politicians. All the authorities who claim to know what they're doing don't have this knowledge. So they're sending us on wild goose chases while claiming to be authorities, going, you don't know. Because if you knew, there would be no mental health crisis. If you knew, there would be no failing economy. If you knew, the educational system would not be lowering our IQ. You don't know. So it's a surrender of your authority and say you don't know and get out of our way. And now it's this massive, let's nourish the people. Find the ones who do know and elevate them to the top. And that's what Pando does, is we cherry pick. We have the truth. We use math, logic, and physics to find the truth. We filter for it. And when we find the people who are talking the truth, we elevate them to the top. We give them a stage. We hand them a megaphone and we say, okay, now you can teach. And suddenly we are getting the right knowledge and the right information. And here's the most beautiful thing. When it's right, it's consistent. So suddenly everybody here is saying the exact same thing because it's right. It's truth. So now it's wanting to take this and magnify it. Now, here's the best part. All we do is ethical leadership. Ethical leadership is a lowerarchy. This is my word, trademark. I love it. Lowerarchy. A lowerarchy is when you take the leader and you put him at the bottom to nourish the people to rise to the top. Right now, what we have is a hierarchy. And the hierarchy is biggest bully gets to stand at the top and shout down and beat everybody down. I don't do that. That's disgusting. And everybody here in Pando knows that that's disgusting and we're sick of it. So we celebrate the lowerarchy. If you are someone of authority, you should be at the bottom underneath children. You should be underneath the homeless. You should be underneath the people because that's how you lift people up. So ethical leadership is absolutely a key piece to this. And when you have ethical leadership, people don't need direction. They find their own direction. That's empowerment. So that is all we do here at Pando. We provide you with the resources. We provide you with the knowledge, with the right minds, with the right people, with the truth. And then we empower you. Whatever you want to do, we will nourish your mission. So that is our agenda. That is our goal. And it's taking this, and it's something I love to do. Is there's think tanks, but what we do here is an action tank. This is actually what the space is we've already done the thinking. We all have already spent time in conversation. We all have our thinking done. What we're looking to do now is put it into action with an action tank. So 2 years ago, I was done with the think tank. And I still was looking for an action tank, and I kept going into more think tanks, 20 different think tanks in 2 years. And they were all saying the same problem. They were all coming up with the same lack of solution, and nothing ever got done. And I was in think tanks with psychologists, doctors, neuroscientists, world leaders, and they don't have a clue. When I sat down and finally talked to people about my idea, I saw a lot of people going, oh, wow. And then they just sat down and they waited. And when I found other people like me with their own ideas doing it like I was doing, I went, now we need to work together. So that's when we started to really come together, bring together and collaborate our ideas. Every one of us has a piece to this puzzle, and it's all starting to integrate. And some of us have the box, the picture of the puzzle of what we are assembling. And either people are like, I'm supposed to be here, but I don't know how, I don't know why, but I'm here. Those are our people. And then you have people going, I've got an idea, but I don't know what to do with it. Those are our people. You have people going, I've got an idea, I'm propelling it forward, but I'm alone. Those are our people. There are people going, I have what I've got. I've built an army. I'm leading them. Those are our people. And it's absolute radical collaboration of bringing everybody together going, all right, we've all got pieces. Let's assemble. Here's the picture. And that's what Pando does. And while we're at it, we nourish, we educate, and we direct as needed with our lower archy. Thoughts?
I have to say, my heart lit up and I got a giant smile when you described what the lower archy is. Like being, yeah, lifting people up, being in a position where you can actually make people better and you can actually, well, or, okay, Sanjay, I'm learning to pay attention to your words. And I know that you as I are a person who cares for the meaning of words. So I'll revise that statement. Bringing out the best which is already in people, which is already inside people. They don't need to be made better. They need to be made reminded of all that they are. Along with the
I love
tangible
that.
resources, along with the tangible resources, the actual tangible ways that can be provided to them, the support and the collaboration and everything that can from externally boost them up, externally buoy them up.
Yeah, I love that a lot. I really love that.
Mm.
I wrote it down, reminder of who they are. Yeah, and it's all about the remembering. It's understanding and remembering. Those are two key components when you heal, is you are remembering and you are understanding. And then you remember and then you understand. And then you remember more and then you understand more. And eventually you remember everything that you are. You understand all that you are and you're like, oh, I'm awesome. And then you do. And that's absolutely our agenda. That's where we take people.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So the action for this particular one, we're going to be doing these every Tuesday at 11, and it's an open door. It's full transparency. They will be recorded. I am huge on honest, transparent, ethical, legal. Those are my four. Those are it. So part of transparency is I'm not like other politicians. Those are clowns to me. What I do is everything should be with strategy, with execution, recorded and accessible to the public. So every one of the Pando meetings will be recorded because we don't do private crap. We have nothing to hide. And this is how you gain trust, by showing what you're really about. So, and the best thing about this is if you miss a meeting, it's here. So I give assignments. Assignments are key to this. It's quests. They're quests. We do a lot of knighthood here. This is like very much a knighthood. We have a round table. It's awesome. And we do quests. So the quest that I'm putting out for this first video is
Excalibur. Don't forget,
we have Excalibur too. Yes, this is a thing we do. We knight people, we get Excalibur. We are knights of the round table. And the thing that we do when it comes to questing is questing. My God, the psychology of questing. Let's talk about this, because this is where the subconscious mind goes yum, 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 with nourishment. When you give somebody a quest, they hyper focus and they blow away all fear. and their courage for their quest, their purpose drives them. I call this the Don Quixote effect. You have a problem with courage, go get a quest. It will annihilate your problem with courage, because quest is the cure to not having enough courage. You have a quest and you will pursue. It is gorgeous. So your quest is to figure out literally at what level you want to get involved with Pando. And there is no wrong answer. It's absolutely 100%. Is this something you can utilize for yourself? Is this something you can get involved with? And it's either we're here to nourish you into whatever you want and need, or we're here to propel you forward however you want and need, or we are here to collaborate with you however you want or need. Those are your three options. We need to know which one of these is yours. If you're here to DIY yourself, fantastic, welcome. That's okay. If you're a wallflower, okay, that's fine. Okay, welcome. If you want to hang out in the back and just go through the program, which is free, available on my site, it's everything you need. Again, you're welcome, absolutely. If you want to get involved, that's where we've got to know. Because if you want to get involved and you don't say anything, we're not going to know that you are different than the people who are observing in the back. Because we got cheerleaders. We have amazing cheerleaders in the back who are just watching, and they're just seeing what we do. And the best part is we have people from literally poverty, homeless levels, all the way up to top government tiers watching us. We have everybody around the globe watching us quietly in the back. Some of those people have messaged me and gone, I'm watching you. Yeah, hi. So that being said, if you are not a watcher, we need to know, because we're not going to see you, because we have a lot of watchers here. So your first quest is deciding if you're going to be a watcher, which is welcome, you're okay. And if you are going to be a participant, like gladiator games, we need to know. So your mission, your quest would be deciding that, and then reaching out to anybody in Pando and letting us know that you want to reach out and that you want to be a participant. And that's it. Are you wanting to be a contender? Oh yeah, I'm totally doing it. Do you want to be somebody in your life? Do you want to be a contender? Or do you want to be a watcher? And it's fine, whichever one you want. Do you want to be a watcher and then come over to be a contender? That's okay. As soon as you choose to be a contender, we got to know. That way we can get you where you need to be in the right place to amplify it. This is all mathematics, order of operations. Order of operations, math is God here, because Mother Nature says so. So if you are not in the right order of operation, you are not going to go where you need to go. We got to make sure you are in the right order at the right place. So we got to put you in line. Ironically, we got to get in line, but there's a right order of operations with the right line. So we got to make sure you're in the right position to amplify where it is you want to go. Most people don't go where they want in life because they're in the wrong place. So we just got to make sure you're in the right order of operations to amplify where you need to be. So that's it. Those are your two quests. Make a decision. And then if you once you decide and you want to be a contender, let us know. And
Yes,
to let us
right
know,
here.
yeah, we're on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook. Matt, where can they find you?
I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. I can provide my link tree right here. That's really the best place that you can
drop
find
that.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, already decided to collaborate, and also going through triadic healing, because the more that I can empower myself, the more I can be the best and fittest version of myself, the more that I'm empowered to empower my own mission and empower others at the same time.
Yeah. This is solid. Everything I do is DIY healing and DIY education. Because as you DIY, you are nurturing your second ethical perspective, which is self-authority, and you are healing yourself. DIY is the cure to mental illness. DIY is absolutely everything. The more you DIY, the more you empower. So we give you the tools so that you DIY with the most highest quality of information and in the right order. And then we provide you with the community, which is Pando. And that community is literally the bridge to get you fuel, it's physics, to get you fueled up with the force to move and project yourself wherever it is you want to go, exactly like a car and an engine. It's exactly like an engine in a car. We know how to fuel it with physics. So yeah, DIY. And then I'm going to drop my contact information. My link tree is also going to be dropped down below. And that's it. Just make a decision, let us know. And once you decide, there's a Pando course. It's not really a course, but it's a course. And it is a course, but it's a tool that I use as a course to walk you through the onboarding process. And that is available on my website under the Pando and Triadic Healing. It's under University Resources, and then there's Pando. And it literally walks you through the entire onboarding process that filters you right wherever it is you need to go based off of the answers the questions you answer and how you answer them. In addition to that, we are working on people taking quizzes, and the quizzes are going to auto-generate your location in your learning journey. And then in addition to that, it's also going to generate a solution healing plan for you and or a mission plan, completely custom designed for you to get wherever it is you want to go. And it provides you with all the resources. So you have literally the map to the healing garden. And then we'll be able to get you exactly where you need to be nourished in that atmosphere. So exactly like a business funnel, our funnel doesn't direct it. What it does is it nourishes on these tiers. So if you're in tier 1, you're going to be nourished in tier 1 until you're ready to move to tier 2. And at tier 2, you're going to be nourished at tier 2 until you're ready to be moved into tier 3. And the whole goal of every one of our tiers is to nourish you for the next stage in the right order so that you literally become the best whoever you are. It's awesome. So questions, comment below, and wherever this video is posted, we will see it. And anybody who has the answer, who is in Pando and who has been educated on the answers, absolutely feel free to. Matt is phenomenal with this. Matt could answer a lot of these questions for you. And they will absolutely jump in and answer any questions you have. And if they don't know, they'll tell you they don't know, because we're lowerarchy here. Lowerarchy. That's my word for the week. Lowerarchy. We have a lowerarchy.
Love it. One question. Well, Mark, whenever you know,
I'm set.
you're
Yeah.
able to get the link to Triadic Healing, like literally just, you know, me being able to have access to it so I can go through it would be wonderful.
Yeah, it's in the courses on my website, but I'll give you the link.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all
thank
free.
you.
Yep, you are
Okay.
welcome.
Awesome. Awesome.
And I have a lot that's passworded out that I need to undo. It's tedious work where I have to go in and remove the password. So if you reach an article that's password locked, let me know so I can unlock it. It was when I don't like to, it's I'm one of those authors that I don't like people reading it while I'm working on it. I like what the book is done, then you can read it. I'm the same way with my course. So when I was doing the course, I locked it while I was going through the course. And then I went, I need to unlock this now. And I'm in the process of unlocking it. It's a lot. So if you find a course that's locked, please let me know so I can unlock it for everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Super. Super. Absolutely will.
Yeah, I'm weird that way. I'm all set. I don't have anything else to say. Our next meeting is going to be next Tuesday. And it's going to be, my agenda for these meetings is keeping them about 30 minutes. And it's what's the action that we're taking and what's the plan and who needs to be hooked up with who. It's opening the door and then matchmaking resource to resource. There is one more thing I do want to talk about, which is your keys. Keys are really awesome. When you have a plan set up, you have your dominoes. And what people don't know is you have a marble that is supposed to knock over your dominoes. I am a person with dominoes. I love the domino game. A lot of people have dominoes. Some people are in the process of building their dominoes. Some people have tried to knock them over. Some people need the marble. If you need the marble, please let us know, because we have people with marbles and your marble might actually be in somebody else's possession, and they go, well, I got the marble, but your third domino in is my marble. We have that going on here. So you need to know your marbles. I need a minute. I need a minute for that one. You need to know your marbles, and you need to know your dominoes, because that's what we're doing here. Is we're all playing marbles and dominoes. We're all exchanging marbles and dominoes. I just had this conversation with somebody this morning, and he laid out his dominoes, and I'm like, well, what's your marble? And I'm like, this is my marble. And I told him my marble. And it turns out my marble is one of his dominoes that he's already got. And I'm like, oh, we just got to swap dominoes. We just got to swap marbles out. So people here have your dominoes. People here have your marbles. You got to know what yours are. So as soon as you know your marbles and your dominoes, I'm loving everything about this conversation right now. I'm so happy.
Making me think of Hook with the marbles. He's like,
I
he's trying to
know.
get, he's trying
I
to get
feel
the
like I'm
marbles.
5. I feel like I'm 5 at the playground, and we've got these little games. I'm like marbles and dominoes. My identity right now is 5. My identity is 5. So my 5-year-old brain is going, this is so much fun. So I'm loving this. So yes, know your marbles and know your dominoes. So that's a big part of this, is once you know your
Boom.
marbles and your dominoes.
Boom, yes.
All right. Are we all set?
Mm.
All right. Sanjay, do you have anything to add or comment or contribute?
Yeah, it is just like that, as you said, and it should be in terms of achieving the, you can say, fulfillment of joy, or you can say potential of the people. Yeah, I would like to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's.
Yes, amen.
Yeah. Did you have something to add, Matt?
No, I got nothing to add to that. That's awesome. Yes. Thank you, Sanjay.
Thank you. We're all set here. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will be seeing you guys next week.
All right.
All
Awesome.
right. Bye. Thank you.
All right.
May the
Peace out.
kindest
Thank you.
of words always find you.
Wonderful. Until next time. Bye-bye.